Okay, this video is about a recipe that I'd like to share with you here on YouTube. I would say that it would be geared towards people who aren't very savvy on making fish or any kind of fried dish, especially those that require batter or batter dipped. I had a person I made this recipe for once, and she was totally in love with it, but was afraid to try it because she's had some trouble in the past with doing batter or making batter dipped shrimp and fish and things like that. So I figured tonight, I just got back. I went out tonight, and some friends of mine, a couple of my girls, wanted to stop by and have something to drink. So, like a nightcap. I thought, well, what better time to make something that everyone would like, something that has been a favorite for most of us growing up as kids, and then at the same time, it's quick and very simple. I like to call them grown-up fish sticks. Now, the fish sticks we grew up eating were the minced fish that was probably in a box, and they were just loaded with all kinds of preservatives and nasty crap and everything, and they taste freezer burnt if you had them for too long. What I'm doing is a whole fish fillet that I'm going to slice into fish stick sized portions and fry them in a batter and the best oil that you could possibly use to make fish, which in my opinion is peanut oil. Now first I want to show you the fillets that I'm going to use. I found these at Sam's. You can find them at Sam's Club, or you can find them at Walmart. Okay, they are called Sea Best Gold imported tilapia fillets, and tilapia is by far, in my opinion, the best fish that you can use for frying because it has the something about it tastes a little bit like catfish, but it's milder. It doesn't have a fishy flavor or aroma, so those of you who don't like to have that chicken and fish smell in your house, this will not cause you to have that. But these right here come in a box of, I think, 50 from Sam's at a very good price. And the good thing about these is because they're individually wrapped. They come in singles, so that when you go to cook them, you can cook just as many as you like. You can cook 1, 10, 15, 20, or the whole box, and you don't have to thaw out the whole thing. This is the most convenient thing that I've seen in a very long time when it comes to food, prepackaged foods and things like that. And they're fresh. So keep them frozen, and then when you want to thaw them out, you don't ever thaw fish out in the microwave. I don't care if you have to cook in 5 minutes. That basically destroys the way that the fish cooks when it doesn't cook well, because it's already starting to cook if you leave them in the microwave too long. And then when you go to fry them, they're tough and just gross. I like to thaw them out hours in advance and get them nice and soft at room temperature. But in this situation, if you're in a situation where you just found out at the last minute, you don't really have any advance notice, what you can do is just put them in a bowl and sit them under running water for about 15 minutes, and they'll thaw out perfectly fine for you. So let me show you how I prepare these, and we'll get started. So I'm going to go ahead and allow you to watch how I season my food. I don't dump a whole lot on here, and I know a lot of you probably saying duh, but consider this video is being made and presented to people who normally don't cook fish or anything. So I'm just going to give them a simple step-by-step way of applying seasoning and the batter and everything, so that when they try this, they don't have to worry about making any major mistakes. So you just hold your seasoning in a way that will make it easy for you to maneuver it. You don't want to just take it and just dump it. You just want to hold it sideways and just sprinkle it on there. And when I say people who don't normally cook, I'm talking about teenagers, bachelors, college students, or whatever. My 11-year-old son helped me make this one day, and he did it all by himself after he watched me a couple times, and he had no problems whatsoever. So I'm seasoning the fish with the seasoned salt right now, just sprinkling it over, whatever. You don't have to cover it in its entirety. You just want to get enough seasoned salt evenly on all of the fillets. Okay. Same with the onion powder, which is caked up or whatever from humidity. So let's put that on there. Some garlic powder. The rosemary. Now this is it.
This is the thing right here. People don't know about rosemary. Some people do. But it's good on chicken, fish, baked fish, fried fish, baked chicken, fried chicken, whatever. Those salmon croquettes that I make, though, oh my God, it just makes them unbelievably good. And you can't really put your finger on what it is, so everybody's going to say, oh, what's that? I taste this, I taste that, but then there's something else. What is that? It's rosemary. Rosemary's good. So now I've gotten them all seasoned up the way I want. No particular measurements. I don't use recipes like a half a teaspoon of this, that. I don't do all that because it complicates things. It's just too much. For me, I'm a very good cook and natural at it, so I don't really go by recipes too much. But if you had to go by how much you want to put of each, I would guess maybe a couple teaspoons of each on everything. Okay. So you dip your fish into the flour first. I'm going to use these tongs because for some reason I noticed that once I dip them in the flour and then I go to dip them in the fish, if I use my finger, it slides all over the place and some of the batter comes off. We don't want that to happen. So you dip it into the flour first. Get it nice and coated. Okay. Cover it up as much as you can. Shake off the excess. I can't see the computer screen, so I hope that the perspective is such that you can see exactly what I'm doing. But then after you do that, you dip it into your eggs. And just, cover it up really good with the egg. Okay, and then it just looks like flour dipped in eggs, basically. And then you're going to go and put it in your hot grease. So now I have the fish sitting in the skillet, and some of them I've turned already, but some of them I haven't. And the ones that I'm going to turn now, they're fairly brown. And that's about the color that you want them to be. You don't want to make them too brown because then that means they're too done and they're not flaky.
I would suggest that you use a fairly mid-sized to deep skillet to fry the fish in, filled halfway with the peanut oil and heat it to a nice hot temperature, not too hot though. Cook the fish in there for about 4 minutes on each side or until golden brown. You don't want to overcook the fish because it will be very tough and not appealing to the palate at all. Your fish should look golden brown as you see in the picture here. If you like to use hot sauce, butter, garlic sauce, lemon, or anything like that, it is perfect to go on this fish. Me personally, I like to mix vinegar and butter together and then drizzle it over the fish. It is excellent. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.